This is what we came up with, is a Mexican-inspired scrambled egg dish. And I just played around and used a bunch of different Mexican flavored ingredients, and I like to cook with what I call flavor principles. So think about the vegetables and spices that are in a Mexican dish and just whip them all together with some scrambled eggs. And I use the corn tortillas and tortilla chips, and I just kind of throw it all together. That's the beauty of a scramble. So I'm really looking forward to having this for brunch. The peas and the feta cheese add a little extra protein. You can easily make this without the cheese. Remember to experiment and add the Mexican flavors to get a Mexican scramble. So satisfying. There are a couple different ways you can scramble eggs with the corn tortillas. You can use actual corn tortillas, and the Yucatan style is a way to use these tortillas up if they've gone stale. So you can dry them out overnight and then fry them up in the pan in a little bit of oil and scramble the eggs into them. You can just cut them into strips or triangles. A lot of times I just use tortilla chips because I have them around. Sometimes they're stale. Sometimes it's just easier and it makes the scrambled eggs a little heartier. So that's a little more of a chilaquiles style. The ingredients are up to you. Today I have a little feta cheese and some green peas that I just defrosted. And of course we have an enchilada sauce, so we'll put that into the scramble while the eggs are still warm. Or you can heat it up on the side, but it's a lot easier. I like to just make like a one-pan scramble. And then we can top it with chopped green pepper, if you have a bell pepper, red, green, yellow. I had a little leftover tomato that would be nice on top. And then of course the star of all shows is cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, just leave it out. And if you do, use a bunch. So we'll start this recipe by just making a basic scrambled egg. You can also do a poached egg or a sunny side up. So we'll scramble these up, and I'm using 4 eggs for a serving for 2. You know, I don't use a lot of measurements with these kinds of recipes because it's just a scramble, so it doesn't have to be exact. 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Some good sea salt. Some freshly ground black pepper. Even though we are using a sauce, this will just give the eggs a nice, rich flavor. And go ahead and whip a lot of air into them so that they're nice and fluffy, especially since we're folding in the corn tortillas. I'm using a cast iron skillet, and this is a pretty big skillet for this scramble of only 4 eggs, but we are folding in the tortillas, chips, or tortillas.
Warm a large flat skillet and pour in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, such as avocado oil, followed by the fresh cut tortillas if you are using them. Fry the tortillas on medium heat for a couple minutes, and then add the scrambled eggs, scraping them away from the sides into the middle of the pan as they cook. Fold in the green peas, bell pepper, and tortilla chips at this point. While the eggs are still runny, move the scrambled eggs to the edge of the pan to continue cooking, making a well in the center of the pan to warm the enchilada sauce. The eggs will soften the tortilla chips and should be fully cooked by now. Serve with warm enchilada sauce on top or fold it into the scramble. Plate them up topped with more enchilada sauce or hot sauce, queso fresco, or feta cheese, chopped tomato, fresh chopped cilantro, and avocado slices or guacamole.